Edwards with it. Out of bounds, it'll be Raptors ball. Van Vliet with it. Really helps his team on offense, recording 20 points a game. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Scott.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that one.
Bad intentions. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Now here's Van Vliet. Last game, 26 points for him.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own. And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Here's Bradley. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Young with a screen on Edwards. Bradley with a drive. 3 on the clock. It's blocked. And they'll keep possession. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Scott. Here's the second effort. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 9.
Well, I like the determination and the hustle. This guy leaves it all out there every time he's between the lines.
And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his positional grade.
Not great length, but
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Raptors.
athleticism.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Here's Scott. 9 points in the game. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Scott. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Bradley, guarded by Edwards. Van Vliet left side. Shoots from 14. Second chance shot. Achua can't hit.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Scott, guarded by Van Vliet. Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Pass to Young. Back to Van Vliet. The shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Scott. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. He drops it from range.
When you let a team...
D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McDaniels. The Raptors making a switch here. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To stop the run, you got a piece of it. Here's Scott. He's checked by Carter. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Scott. And that one is stuffed right through.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Carter. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. Boucher outside. The 3. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And so here is Toronto following the score by Minnesota. Anunoby against Edwards. Carter from outside. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Here's Scott. Anunoby covering. Pass to Scott. And he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Anunoby passes to Porter. Here's Benton, guarded by Russell. Carter from outside gets the 3-ball to go.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
1 minute left in the first quarter. Here's Scott. He's got 24. Pass to Russell. And here's Edwards outside. It doesn't go for him. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Benton. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Stolen by Russell. To the paint. Prince with the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Porter following the score by Minnesota. Anunoby finds Carter. No good on the 3.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors. With almost an entire new group here. Achua's checked in for Boucher. Young comes in for Anunoby. Bradley, he's checked in for Banton. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Carter. We've got McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Scott in a 2-guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Achua. Here's Bradley. Buries it from 3. Bradley's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Oh, sweet move. And he was fouled while in the act. Free throws. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 37 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. He was focused, very productive. The team leaned on him all night. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still...
You know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this, feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Now here's McDaniels. 8 points in his last time out. With his first shot attempt. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Bradley. Inside, Young. And Young slams it in.
You know, when he gets that close, Young is going to finish with a dunk.
Here's Scott. 30 points in the game.
Timberwolves foul.
Forbes is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for your Timberwolves. Rick Forbes.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 15. From 10 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Scott, guarded by Van Vliet. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Now here's Achua. 14 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it.
Happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Carter comes in for Van Vliet. Toronto has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Now Carter, averaging around 6 a game. Here's Boucher for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Scott. He's got 32 points. Pass to Forbes. The 3 is up. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Here's Bradley. 14 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Also, his ability to push the action and get to the line made a huge difference.
Here's Scott. Three-pointer. Fires hitting the triple. Give him 35.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Bradley. Pass to Boucher. They need this. And he can't get that one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Good on the shot. McDaniel's got the 2nd bucket on the night.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Spins. Carter from outside. Rebound Minnesota. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The T-Wolves on top, opening up a huge gap. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Voting for the All-Star Game selections has just begun. Things could change here, but I'd say this is a pretty good idea of where it's headed.
I could think of some names out of that and somebody kick off, but I won't name names.
Let's turn our attention to that first half, which left a big deficit on the board for the Toronto Raptors.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this?
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Toronto shooting a rough 29% from the field here. So the Raptors 5 right now. OG Anunoby out there with Thaddeus Young. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then there's Precious Achua. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Thaddeus Young. First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw misses.
At the line for Minnesota, Scott. At the line for Duke.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Toronto with the ball. Here's Bradley. Van Vliet outside. Achua with a screen. Wing shot on the way. That shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Anunoby with a double team. Here's Scott. He's got 36 points. Clock at 4. Anderson for 3. Sinks it from distance. Anderson's got 8 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Van Vliet. Bradley sets a screen. And the basket by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 19 points.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Scott. Achua defending. Shot's good by Scott. He's got 38.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game. But
hey,
how about that? Big time right there. Big time.
Whoa. Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Back to Van Vliet. Lets the three fly. Van Vliet missing again. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Just
Second team foul. Timeout call for
Timberwolves.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And here's Anunoby. He's got 6 to the inside.
Minnesota foul. Torian Prince. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Toronto.
The line is good. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Prince. Forbes comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Scott. Driving it. Oh, throw it down.
Nice. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Boucher outside. Here's Benton. The Raptors need to get off a shot. No coverage that time. Achua's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
The baseline J. That one doesn't drop. And 3/4 of play in the ball. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Bryn Forbes. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Scott in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's McLaughlin. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. McLaughlin's got his first points of the game. Here's Flynn. And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a...
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the Raptors.
Cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures and different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Miami.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt about it.
The Raptors shooting just 37% in the game. Here's Flynn. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not too slim to mix it up inside. Nice work that time by Porter.
Here's Scott. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Parker. And a foul called on the way up.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the
Position. In part because he's so long and big, and he's got excellent mobility.
Brent is checked in for the Timberwolves.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. The kick out to VanVleet. Clock at 6. Back to Flynn. The three ball. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Scott into the lane. That one goes in.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Porter. Here's Flynn. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. The 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Grant, it kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players. He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it. And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot.
There are high school reps better than you guys. Way better.
It was obvious.
Reed's checked in for Parker. And Toronto also making a switch. Bradley's checked in.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the floor.
Exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Takes it inside. He got it again. has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And the free throw, no good. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes, as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Hernangomez on the wing. Pass to Bradley. For three. And again, Toronto, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Prince. Here's Scott. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Up top, Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Flynn.
2 minutes.
Back to Porter. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta.
He knew exactly where he needed to be and had his feet set. Porter looking good on that catch and shoot.
Here's Scott. Oh, connects again. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Bradley. Oh, and Reed with a block. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in. Right side, Porter. And an Obi for three. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Scott. Hits yet again. Wow! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the chosen one.
I think his authoritative defense was huge for them tonight. He established early that he wasn't allowing easy buckets. This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And here's Porter outside. McLaughlin with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bradley. Here's Benton. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Here's Scott. Oh, and there's the whistle on the... for him coming up. And he can't get the first one. And he can't hit the second. Here's Benton.
Timberwolves foul. Scott. 4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in.